Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Wow. Another straight day of a blockbuster NFL trade. You have the LA Chargers trading a second round pick this year and a third round pick next year in the 2023 draft to the Chicago Bears, who are just liquidating all assets around Justin Fields. Which I think the Bears, with Matt Eberflus, are trying to build for the future. And Mack is not going to be part of that. Now, there are going to be people that say, oh, the Bears win this trade, so on and so forth. Not necessarily right away, because while Mack might not be the player he was, and he's been banged up, he's not yet 30 years old. And he's still a very good pass rusher. If he was a free agent, he would have been the top free agent in his class, other than Von Miller and Chandler Jones. He will be joining Joey Bosa. So it's not like now you're going to have to account for Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, and others. Darwin James. You've got a good secondary. You've got a good linebacking core now and D-line. With free agency, depending on what they do in the draft, it could get even better and put even more talent around. They already signed a stud receiver in Mike Williams on offense. They got Rashawn Slater on offensive line last year. They need some more help on the O-line, but they're only going to get better. This team is going to be a tough out for any team this year. The Chargers are ready for war. And, they had no choice. When you have the Chiefs having what they have, you have the Broncos trading almost everything to get their quarterback, and you have the Raiders with what they have and what they did last year, and now they have possibly a real head coach and a real chance at stability and changing the culture in Las Vegas. And what they do in free agency and the draft, they're going to be even better. This division is loaded. Absolutely loaded. It is insane. All the players, great players that are in the AFC West. And that's not even including the potential return of Von Miller to the Denver Broncos. But the Chargers are loaded as well. If this team stays healthy, they have a real chance to win the division and go far in the playoffs. Now, Khalil Mack's career has been trending downward, but when you look at the lack of talent around him and the age of that talent, that could explain some of that. Akeem Hicks is not the player he used to be. They don't have what they used to have when he first came there, and it was a dominant defense. So it looks like the Chicago Bears are starting over fresh with Justin Fields. Hopefully they do well in free agency and the draft. They're trying to get younger. They're trying to get faster. They're being aggressive. And I don't blame them. When you're a head coach, while you don't want to get rid of a Khalil Mack, if you can get something for him before he's too old and he's not any good, why not try to, even though it's not even close to what they gave the Raiders for Khalil Mack. It's better than nothing, and it could help them. It could help them in a potential trade-up for another player this year or next. You never really know. And you're not even certain Justin Fields is your guy, unfortunately. That seems to be the way of the NFL. If a guy doesn't make it in year 1 or 2 or 3, you're pretty much giving up on him. It seems like at this point. So now I think The Chargers, if their head coach learned lessons from last year and they continue to get better in offense and defense in the offseason, they're a contender for a Super Bowl. Absolute contender for a Super Bowl with the talent they have and the quarterback they have. If they get even better with free agency and the draft, sky's the limit for these guys. And if Mack and Joey Bosa stay healthy, that's going to be a defense to really contend with, because now you have two-star edge rushers coming at your offensive line. That's going to be hard to deal with for any team, yet alone the Chiefs, who have their offensive line woes, which they may continue to fix and get better. The Broncos definitely have probably one of the worst offensive lines in the AFC West right now. The Raiders isn't really much better, but they've got a tackle and a center. They need some guards, but they'll fix that, I believe. It's going to be an interesting division, guys. I mean, the Chargers are interesting. They're all interesting. So we'll see how this works out for them. But I think it's a very good move for the LA Chargers. I think that's going to set their defense up for even more success. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications, like and subscribe to this channel. Really helps. This channel is growing. I'm just blessed beyond anything I could ever deserve. And I can't believe it's doing as well as it is right now. For lack of a better word, for the lack of super quality content, just because of the times we're in right now. This is the way I'm doing it for now, but eventually I hope to grow this and really make content, be able to make better content with better cameras, better video quality, better editing, stuff like that, just like you see on like Microphone or TPS or some of those channels. And that might be in the near future. I don't know yet, but I have a lot of things going on with my house. So it is what it is. I'm not making excuses. I like making these videos right now. They're kind of simple. My opinions. It's not a whole lot of video, flashy stuff, but it's informational. So this channel will grow, guys, with you guys and not without you guys. And I will never not thank you guys for the views, for the likes, the subscribers, everything. This channel goes nowhere without you. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.